brochure says that this...
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. You are listening to Virgan Radio Service, hosted by myself, Grant Magic, the glorious dictator of the Republic of New Strathclyde. Today, I am joined by two personal friends that I know, IRL. One at MowLover1949 on Twitter.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Again.
Again, yes.
And also, I'm joined by at Virgan Radio Paul as well on Twitter,
Oh,
who appears to not be speaking.
Hello, sorry, my mic was off.
Alright,
Sorry, guys.
excellent. This is going to be a long episode.
right.
So
we recap from last time.
yeah, so a recap from last episode, the conspiracy 2 weeks ago was that it was on Jeffrey Epstein and all the heinous and foul acts that he committed while he was roaming the streets of America.
And many other
The guy done
places.
nothing wrong. The guy's done nothing wrong.
The guy's
Yeah,
done nothing
yeah.
wrong. You're just saying that.
How much has he paid you, Paul? How much has he
Everyone
paid
has different opinions. I think he's a really nice guy. He's just made a few mistakes. He's just made a few mistakes in his career.
Let me ask you a question, Paul. Did he at any point take you back to his house, blindfold you, and feed you sausages?
I wish he
Or
did.
did he pay
I wish
you
he
at any
did. I wish he did, guys. I wish he did.
Not gonna
Okay,
lie, to
moving
be
on.
honest.
Moving on. So, Mo, if you can recap what was said last week, that would be great.
Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Clinton, Trump, evil people, pedophiles, and one name we mentioned last week, which we shall be talking in depth tonight, a certain Michael Bloomberg, is currently running for president of the US of A.
Michael Bloomberg. Now, who knows? Who here knows who Michael Bloomberg is?
Oh, yeah.
Can you explain to us who Michael Bloomberg is?
Michael Bloomberg, Republican mayor of New York, 3 times running, so about 12 years, billionaire pedophile. I think his net income is like 60 billion. So, and as I mentioned, current Democratic presidential candidate. Under quite a lot of controversy, but we shall go into later on.
That kind of network, that kind of network is quite strange for just the mayor of New York. I mean, $60 billion.
Yeah, he's like he's like a businessman as well.
Yes, he started off before 2008. He was worth $2 billion. After like a course of a decade, that skyrocketed to like 58 billion. Which we shall talk about how he made his money in very unsavory ways.
Yeah, definitely.
But, yes, but it's funny. Like, not anyone can be mayor of New York. You have to be like at least a millionaire to be.
Does he not own like a news place as well?
He owns a few news agencies.
Yeah, that's mad.
Him and Jeff Bezos own like pretty much most of the American media.
Yeah.
I would like to talk about Jeff Bezos at some point. He's not part of the pedophile cult, but he's another one of those dubious billionaire assholes.
It's quite funny though, like having like billionaires in charge of like a country when they haven't had like real experience within like us. Like, we are not millionaires by any means, but how could someone that's been brought up in like a privileged background like run a country? You know what I mean?
See that
That's the thing with Trump, isn't it?
Yeah.
He just, yeah.
That's the
It's
thing,
like-
right? If you're born into money, then like your parents are obviously quite high up in the social system, and you get pushed to do these things, and you get to do these things because in today's society, money equals power.
Yeah.
Yes, money can buy you quite a few things.
They can buy you. They can buy you anything. Like it's mad. You can buy children and all that now. It's madness.
Well, you could always do that with like
Yeah.
that's not a good thing that's been going on for quite some time, but you know, it's only now we've started talking about it for some reason.
I did talk about this last time when we were discussing Jimmy Savile. As the fact that it's not funny, man. Jimmy Savile
Sorry.
touched a lot of kids. It's not funny, right?
Yeah, like I remember my mum went on one of these shows when she was young.
Double fix it.
Yeah, she went with the school.
He didn't do anything, did he?
God knows, to be honest. I doubt
You
it.
never know with these things. It's
You really don't. You don't see anything wrong with anything until like you're older, though. That's the thing. It's
we
like
discussed that last time. Like,
see how when you look back on like our childhood programs and like some of the things they say, and it's like, what the fuck? That is
So
creepy.
most of the child entertainers
They're pedophiles.
grew up with like Rolf Harris, Savile, a few others,
That's one of the
and
things.
everyone knew, but it's only.
That's one of the things as well. My mother tells me quite vividly of a children's TV program in the 80s called Captain Pugwash, and
Jesus.
his two fellow sailors called Seaman Staines and Master Bates.
Oh my god.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous how they got away with that.
Well, you couldn't do that now, could you?
Not in today's society, no.
Oh well, we're talking about Captain Pugwash for some reason. Let's get on to the meat of what we're actually supposed
Can
to
we
talk.
actually bring something up if you like? It's like a story. I can't remember which news source it was, but I read it like a couple of days ago. It was like, can we blame our bad behaviour on our Stone Age genes, like rape and all that? Have you seen this argument? It's like people blaming their Stone Age genes on like things they've done, like rape and like murder and all that. And I'm like, are you actually being serious? Like maybe back in the Stone ages, like rape was like a thing. Like it was like to like what was it to like thingy your dominance and all that.
It's funny how only rapists say that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You and I wouldn't say that because we're not rapists, but it's like I remember David Duchovny of X-Files fame claimed like because he's a sex addict and his whole excuse was like some like deeper instinct drove him to not like rape people but to like craving sex constantly, and it's like weird.
Especially like our generation or like the generation after us, they're like addicted to that type of thing just because of like websites and that, like Pornhub and all that. So
it wasn't.
It's just like constantly just they have like expectations, but like in the real life, like not everyone's like a porn star. You know what I mean? Like you can't have sex like constantly. Most people can, but
yeah, I think you need to have quite a lot of money to have like sex constantly. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
Or like a really dedicated girlfriend or boyfriend.
Yeah, or be Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, like that's true.
That could have very well have been a problem with Epstein, the fact that he had a constant sexual craving and only found it through children because he couldn't find it through other adults.
Yeah, because it's like, well, I don't know this, but it's like really easy to like make a child do something. You know what I mean? Like,
they're highly.
Especially if you're snatching them from war zones like he was.
Yeah, It's like they technically don't have anything to lose, but
The thing is, children are easily manipulated and very
yeah, they believe
impressionable.
anything.
Yeah, look at Michael Jackson, man. I mean, how he got away for so long.
Do you think he actually did? Like, I don't think that's. I think that's bullshit. He's a legend in my eyes.
How you Jackson Schaefer.
He's a legend. He's a musical legend.
His music was good, but it's just a shame he had to like.
Some of his actions were kind of like, I just think he brought on like a really, weird vibe. You know what I mean?
And Michael Jackson was definitely strange. Like his father robbed him of his childhood by making him go out and doing all these music things, and like beating him if he didn't. So I
don't think that's an excuse to have like an actual playground in like your garden when you're 50.
No, it's not an excuse.
Have you seen the video of him like climbing the tree? Have you seen that video? It's so creepy. It's so creepy, man.
I've climbed the tree.
It's so creepy.
Oh dear.
But let's get to Weinstein and Bloomberg.
So Harvey Weinstein, the infamous seducer turned sex rapist, and now currently in jail. We discussed this last time. Like, is Weinstein going down? And I assume because of our podcast, that was like the catalyst that made him like go to jail. I'm chalking it down to that.
Yeah, so I seen an article a couple of days ago that I tagged my friend Mau here in.
Yes.
Apparently that the guards in the prison that Weinstein are at are worried for Weinstein that he might kill himself. Now that's extremely suspicious.
He might shoot himself in the back of the head twice and like, dive himself into a river.
Considering he's in prison.
It's hard to say with these things. Like, Weinstein wasn't anywhere near as powerful as Epstein, but he knew the same people, so maybe like it could happen. I don't know. It's hard to tell because Epstein is so recent. It's like, would they do that?
How long ago were these allegations like made towards him? Like, when was the most recent one?
These allegations are going back like decades.
When was the last time he done it? Do we know? No.
Like last year, he's been doing this like non-stop, man.
Like, have you seen this? Have you seen the state of him? Like, see if he came on to me, man, you just like fucking kick his head in.
Have you seen him with like his little
solo off? Yeah, like it's so creepy. He looks very creepy in my opinion.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He's no actor, that's for sure.
Yeah,
he has the face of a behind the scenes man. That's all I can say. I have a theory that like if he took the triple thing, like the next step, or like he's in a wheelchair, he might have gone away with it. Like, or even better if he's on like a Davros type thing, and he's like fucking pretending to be paraplegic. He might have like got some pity points and got away with it. Who knows?
Did he not? What was the films? He done like a lot of films, like Lord of the Rings and all that, didn't he?
Him and his brother, Bob, Lord of the Rings,
Kill Bill.
Stuff. Yeah, a lot of Tarantino's movies.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of them except the last one, because of this. Lord of the Rings, Kevin Smith's movies. What else? Like a lot of stuff over the years.
Was it not? What was the one with the fish and the woman in the water? Piranha 3 every day, man. Of course he done that.
Earlier films, like he has a weird career. He started off doing like low budget, straight to video shit, and then over time, as like his star rose, he became like famous Oscar guy. You know, he did The
Yeah,
King's Speech and
that's a
similar.
shocker to me.
Yeah,
Especially like you ever watch Spy Kids?
yes, I
Like,
have.
Wait, Harvey
like
Weinstein was in Spy Kids.
he done Spy
Yeah,
Kids.
he's
He
like,
definitely fiddled with the children. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, he must
yeah.
have.
Spy Kids is a Miramax thing, which is Weinstein's former studio.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
Yeah, it's like all adds up.
That's not good, is it?
Some of these movies, though, like some of them are really bad, but some are really good. Like,
How
he's
if I can ask a question to you both, how do you think it is that people like this, you know, these pedophiles get into, you know, like making and producing and being on children's TV programs? How do you think that happens, and you know, why are they allowed?
I don't think it's a case of like it's hard to describe. It's a money thing. Like Weinstein, he started off not poor, but he had money to make those like early low budget films, and over time he just had more and more, and the more money he had, like the more sort of like influence in Hollywood he had, and he was like the king of Hollywood for a long time.
yeah, definitely. I think especially when you have like a lot of money and people know you have a lot of money, you can't really trust anyone. And you can't really find like that thing you're missing in life. What everyone always craves is like love and affection, and he just couldn't find that because he couldn't trust anyone. So he just like decided, oh, I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to be a sex pest. I'm just going to take like advantage of like the actors and like these ghettos and all that. You know what I
He
mean?
has hundreds of allegations behind him. Like,
Yeah.
going back
Like
decades.
like he still has in his head that he's going to get away with it though. Like he's
Even though he's
been
like done at this point.
yeah
Like he's not going to make any more films now.
like just because you have like a really good lawyer, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get away with it. Like you could put millions and millions of dollars into this case, and he's still going to lose. Like he's still losing. Like there's no way that he's going to get away with this.
I think he just assumed that like he was able to get away with it for so long, and then all of a sudden last year,
I think he just thought people were going to be too scared to come out. You know what I mean? That's what like everyone.
exactly like
That was the problem with Jimmy Savile, is the fact that no one came out until after he died.
Yeah, I think that's people are just scared to come out with these things though, because like I get it must be hard for these people, but you need to do it as soon as you can. Like why do it? Why do it when this person's died? You know what I mean?
it's weird because a lot of Weinstein's accusers did do that, but for some reason only now, like people started paying attention to them with the old Me Too thing. So I don't know. It's been a long time coming for these people, but it's finally happened.
Yeah.
It's a weird combination of like having massive influence. Like he had the power to make or break careers, basically. Like you couldn't be an actor without his say so. Big movies, and he has like weird connections to Hillary Clinton and people like that, like high up Democrats.
Yeah.
So yeah, which is one of the reasons why he was able to get away with it so long. It's a mix of like, money, power, and just raw influence.
That's it, man. That's it. Money is power at the end of the day. Like if you have enough money, you can do anything you want. Until you get caught, like good old Harvey here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, does he not have children as well? Like, he does.
God, I don't actually know about his like intimate, like actual family life. I know his brother because Bob, because he's like another famous movie guy, but I don't know like his like actual family life. I think he was too busy like molesting people to have like a proper family life.
Yeah.
I don't know. he made some good films and some shit. Like,
Yeah, like, I just don't think I can watch Lord of the Rings like the same again, to be honest.
I only have like very, very minimal input, so yeah. It's funny if you watch the first one. During the credits, like you know the credits, like, the pictures and shit.
Yeah.
Apparently, what's his face? The director Peter Jackson knew about Weinstein, and when his name and his brother's name appeared in the credits, there was like a picture of the mine shows was behind it. So that was like Jackson sort of winked to the audience that he knew that about Weinstein. Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah,
It's weird. I don't know. Some of his movies, like,
must be Stone Age genes that's doing this to him, tell you that.
Stone Age jeans. That is
uh,
the most fucking ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's crazy, man. Like, people blame everything on the Stone Age genes.
that's just some Assassin's Creed shit. That's like, I'm blaming my ancestor and the fact that I kill people. Like, that's just nonsense.
Like, yeah, it's just mad. Like, you can't blame
And
stuff that
rape is certainly prevalent in the animal kingdom because that's how a lot of species do manage to survive is through raping each other. But just because that goes back
Yeah,
to
just because dolphins do it doesn't mean you should.
yeah, like we do have a sense of what's right and what's wrong, and we do make laws around it. And the fact that some people can come out and say I am blaming my Stone Age genes for the fact that I raped this person or I raped that person. It's
yeah, like, don't blame the caveman. Don't blame the caveman for that. You know what I mean?
don't blame the cavemen because that's like blaming me for the enslavement hundreds of thousands of Africans a couple of hundred years ago. For a start it doesn't make sense because I didn't do it yet you're blaming me. It doesn't make sense overall. That's the problem. If you're gonna blame something, if you're gonna blame someone for something, make sure it makes sense first.
You can either blame historical context or you can blame like individuals. You can't blame like whole swaths of society.
No.
Or like billionaires, like because they're all pedophiles. You can blame them, but yeah. It's amazing. Like after this fairy, as soon as you hit like 100 million, you just instantly become a pedophile.
Do you know what I think is So I think it's interesting how like the day Harvey was like convicted, he had like chest pains and he's like went to the Manhattan hospital and he spent the night.
He got caught, isn't it?
It's like
It's because he bought his freedom. He bought his freedom for another night.
yeah.
Yeah. He was either faking it or like the full weight of what's like happening to him and family.
It's like the whole thing nowadays is to treat everyone equally. But if that was like one of us, like, oh, I've got a sore chest, we wouldn't be going to the hospital. We'd just be like shoved in a cell and left to like rot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Some prison doctor would have their finger up your arse, like measuring your temperature.
Yeah, he'd be loving that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Fuck
Oh, Weinstein.
I generally think he should just point a gun right at his forehead and just shoot him.
Like
To be
unconscious.
That's what the prison guards are probably gonna do to him anyway. So careful what you wish for.
He fell on some bullets when nobody was looking.
Yeah, he just fell.
He fell and
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a movie, man. Like, imagine this is just like a advertisement for his next movie. Imagine that.
He accidentally tripped and fell into this noose and
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he's just somehow magically floating 1 meter off the ground as well.
And there's
Oh,
also
it
like
would
a
be.
thing going about where like at his trial, he was like using a walker.
Yeah.
But like a couple of days before his trial, he was just walking around normally.
Well, it was a prop. It's like
Yeah,
nobody buys
definitely.
that because it.
Definitely, it's that was used to instill empathy and sympathy as well for him. As you know, like how can this little man who uses a walker to walk around touch all these children? That's more than likely what it was used for. As the kind of, how could someone with this kind of walking impediment do all these things? And of course, it didn't fucking work because he's in jail.
Yeah.
Did
But the
you
question
see
is
how?
he actually in jail? Like, is he actually in jail?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
he
he's
could
in
be a
jail.
fucking cunt.
Well, people didn't think that not Harvey, Jeffrey Epstein was in jail. Then fucking, we find out that somehow he's hanged himself.
It's mad.
Yeah, so I look forward to Weinstein having an uncut gems moment.
If I can quote O.J. Simpson's defense attorney, if the hat doesn't fit, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Or the glove in this case.
There's a lot of holes in cases like this in general because things just aren't adding up. They're not making sense, and people are wondering, what the fuck is going on.
It's mad.
Well, speaking of O.J. Simpson, one of O.J. Simpson's lawyers, God, also defended Epstein. Like, it's mad how just the 6 degrees of separation all these people have.
That's the thing as well that you were saying last time now is that all these rich and famous pedophiles have all these links to everyone else.
They all know each other,
It's,
and they don't hide it.
it's
They're all in each other's books.
yeah.
They all hang around in evil sex islands like it's Scooby Doo.
Mm.
I mean, and one of those people was Michael Bloomberg, who I suppose we should start talking about now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Michael Bloomberg with 64 sexual assault allegations to his name.
64.
Yep.
That is 8 squared for those of you at home.
Yes. Significantly more than Donald Trump, which is weird.
Trump.
That's quite funny though, because like did his company not just like announce like a mandatory sexual harassment training program?
Yes, it's funny that.
That's
It's funny
great.
how. Yeah,
That is
Michael
mad.
Bloomberg be going through that training. That's just they're basically harassing women. Go through that.
It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. It is.
Yes, it's.
It's imposing it's imposing a double standard. That's what it's doing.
That's what happens when you have $60 billion. Things like that don't apply to you.
Yeah.
It's weird how he got his money. You know those terminals in Wall Street, those big ass terminals people use to trade stocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloomberg invented those.
Yeah, he's a really smart guy. Like he is pretty like.
That's how he made his money.
Of course, he's intelligent. He's a billionaire, and he touches a lot of kids, and still hasn't been fucking taken down for it. Of course, he's intelligent.
He's basically untouchable. Like at this point.
Anyone that can make billions on the stock market, go out and touch kids and not get caught is an extremely intelligent person.
Unlike Mr. Epstein, who did get caught.
Yeah.
The fool.
Yeah.
I mean, he solicited a minor once, and he got caught for it. He just had to do it again, didn't he? He just didn't learn his lesson.
No, I didn't.
He did. The fool. Michael Bloomberg doesn't do that. He's hard to cover. He just waits in his penthouse for.
When it comes to Bloomberg, does he have any like
He
any offences with minors, or is it just sexually harassing adults?
most of his famous stuff is like sexually harassing employees, but he is in Epstein's Black Book. Yeah, I think he has like something like 5 contacts in numbers to like get hold of him, which is weird. It's like normally people like one number, but he has 5 for some reason, and he's on the flight logs going to the evil sex island.
It just confuses me, like how are these people still out there? Like, why not go after them? You know, what I mean, how is he still running for? How is he a politician? How is he doing all these things? Like,
you're wondering why nobody shot him yet.
Yeah, like see if that was, just say for instance that was one of yours, right, and the police found out, they'd come to your door straight away.
Yeah, you'd be on like the Facebook pedophile.
Yeah, you'd be like
Groom Resistor Scotland.
yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's a real thing, by the way. That's a real page, and I'm part of it.
You mean you've been on it?
No, I'm not. Fuck up. The point is of what I'm trying to say. Like as myself and Mouse said earlier, the fact that these people can go out there, do this, not get caught, not get taken down for it, is because of the amount of money and power that they have going on. It's only when they're going to talk is that anybody does anything about it, and it's because they've got so much money that no one does anything about it in general.
You see all those people on like groom hunters on Facebook. They're like jakies. They have like dick all money and cares about them. Whereas someone like Epstein and Bloomberg, because of like they're swimming in cash, like they're untouchable, or were untouchable.
Yeah, they were untouchable. You made the very good point last episode, Mo, that your theory was that once Donald Trump comes out of the White House, that he's going to be taken down for all the things that he's done.
Yeah, I'm hoping he is, but there's still like wiggle room for him, because when he comes out, he's going to try and like milk that for all it's worth, like money wise. He's gonna like milk that cash cow, like Obama did with his weird Netflix deal.
Obama, I love Obama.
Oh, Obama. He's like one of the few non-pedophile politicians.
What was that deal he made with Netflix? It was like what?
He's done like he's produced a few documentaries, but like the main Netflix deal is just a show about him and his family.
Yeah. You have to try and, like, after you become president, what can you be? Like, you can't, like, life must be so difficult, like...
No, you're still followed around by protection services. You still get, like, a state pay, and people still have to call you Mr. President.
It's like that Simpsons episode of George Bush Sr.
Yeah.
That's fair. It would still be shite, though, like... Because the president can't drive his car on public roads and all that. Like, you can't do anything. You can't just go to the shop.
Well, when you've got a lot of money, like you already expect them to do it for you. The only difference between Trump now and Trump before he was president is that he doesn't have to pay for his own fucking travel expenses. That's the only fucking difference.
And instead, after on the Epstein plane, he's on the Air Force One now. What an upgrade.
I see. Oh, I didn't want to say that. I was going to say something, but I'm scared in case I get shot.
Say it. This is an open space.
The bloody government comes after me, I can't, man.
It's an open space. No one's going to come after you. This channel has 70 subscribers.
Like, I really don't like Donald Trump whatsoever, and I just feel like someone needs to take him down, mate.
People have tried assassinating him.
Well, they've not done. Like, I've got plans in my head here
Alright,
We
Ben,
can just.
alright, okay, do not say the plans then. Um,
Someone needs he needs to get taken down, either killed or just dethroned. You know what I mean?
well, you know, they already tried dethroning him and that failed.
We talked about that last time. Like, he's either sand or also like a Maoist revolution.
He's not needed in this world at all. Like, what's he doing for us?
He's just there to like molest kids and
Yeah, he's just one of them.
rant on Twitter. His Twitter's insane. If you don't follow real Donald J. Trump on Twitter, it's like insane. He's just constantly having a meltdown, tweeting in all caps like a normal person does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also one of the things that makes Trump quite likable is the fact that he personifies himself as a normal person, and a lot of other people, you know,
There's nothing normal.
seem as this, you know, normal person who like cares a lot for his family and, you know, tries his best and has all this
His
money.
family's weird. It's Barron Trump is like the only normal person in that family.
Mm.
Everyone else is just scum. It's complete scum. Especially like his sons, Eric and Don.
Then
Then
we've got Melania in the corner who has no idea what the fuck is going on.
He's like, she's a sex bride, basically. Like, Trump just went to Slovenia and scooped her up.
Of course he did, because that's what you can do
Yeah.
when you have a lot of money. You can buy, you know, mail order brides, so that's the next thing.
It's weird how for like decades Slavoj Žižek was the most famous Slovenian in the world until Melania Trump came along.
Yeah.
She's so weird, man. She's like an alien. She's lots about it, man. I don't think I've ever heard her speak like at all.
She had this weird like Eastern European accent. Like, it's hard to describe Melania. She's like,
Go and watch the video of Trump's inauguration, and then, you know, I'm pretty sure Melania.
Do you remember, like, when was it? Like, 2018.
Or Barron's flipping out.
Mm.
Do you remember, like, in 2018, like, I can't remember, I think her name was Stormy Daniels or something.
Oh, yeah.
Came out, like, the porn star Stormy Daniels came out, and Trump paid her, like, I think it was £95,000, like, on her, like, just to keep her quiet. And it was like, she reminded him of his daughter. That's why he did that. Like, how creepy is that?
That's like a weird incest thing for
It's so weird.
Oh yes, I'm just gonna pay this, you know, porn star to keep quiet because she reminds me of my fucking daughter.
Yeah.
You want to know a funny story about Ivanka Trump?
I'll go for it.
Do you know her husband Jared Kushner, like the real estate guy from Israel?
Maybe.
Donald Trump made Ivanka convert to Judaism to marry Jared Kushner, and like the whole reason he did it was to, like, get property rights in Israel because Kushner's dad is like a property guy. That's the whole reason he made his daughter get married.
Fair enough.
That's
Fair enough. So it's pretty much a forced marriage so that Trump gets more money.
So Trump can build a gold tower in Jerusalem or Tel Aviv or fucking wherever.
See how, because Donald Trump's president, right, he had to give up all these companies to his, like, sons? Had to give them all to his sons and all that? Do you think when his president, like, when he's over, do you think he'll give him, like, a percentage back, or do you think he'll just, like...
He'll go back to running them. He'll go back.
I don't think he will. I don't think he actually can. I don't know, but I feel
quite easy to transfer ownership over to another person, like of a company. It's extremely easy to do that.
Yeah, but I think his sons and his daughters will be like, no, we're not doing that.
If they value like that,
they value his their lives, then
yeah, well, Donnie could just have them shot. I mean, he lost his family, but not that much.
He's Donald Trump. How much is he worth? He's not worth like a lot.
He's something like 2 billion. Or he's a billionaire, but not like a billionaire like a Michael Bloomberg.
Or like an Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Elon Musk used to be like, what was it, 20 billion until Biden took all this money. And like,
yeah, he's went like he was a millionaire, and then when he first hit a billionaire, he lost all his money.
wow.
And then now he's like worth like 40 billion. It's madness, man. But yeah,
Do you ever know how Elon Musk got his money?
PayPal was it not on it?
It was PayPal at the start, but the money that started PayPal, his family owns the emerald mine in South Africa.
Oh yeah, I actually can't believe he's like South African born.
Yeah.
Like that's madness.
He's like a villain from a Neil Blomkamp movie.
I feel like Elon Musk isn't from this planet. I think he's like some sort of like I don't know, it's just some sort of meat that's just living here and is really smart.
He's like the opposite of like a Jeffrey Epstein. Instead of being a pedophile who just accuses everyone of being a pedophile.
Yeah.
I mean,
see, when you look back,
that.
when you look back on like their careers, especially Elon Musk's and that, like some of the companies he made, they're like, why? Like, why did you do that?
With the exception of PayPal, which is the only success, like it makes you wonder, like, how the fuck did he get to be worth like so many $billions?
Yeah.
I mean, Tesla was taken off of him because he's been so shit posting on Twitter. Like, how are you this rich? You're just a dipshit. It's the same for Trump. Like, his brain's melting, and yet he's a billionaire. It's like he's never that smart to begin with. Like,
nah.
If it wasn't for like his small loan of $1 million, he would just. I don't know.
Yeah, getting back to the worth of Trump. I've just looked up online that in 2016 it was estimated that Trump was worth about $3.7 billion.
Yeah.
Which isn't actually a lot. In terms of like billionaire rankings.
And in terms of like a Jeff Bezos, that's like pocket change.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like what, ranked like 700 at least in the world to be the richest.
Yep.
It's not.
It's weird how like in the like 2000s having $2 billion would be this big achievement, whereas now it's like who cares?
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos's net worth is 121.3 billion.
Used to be the richest man in the world, now it's Bill Gates again.
Bill Gates is estimated at 108.6 US billion.
Hmm.
And
I thought it was.
Do you know who I haven't heard about in a while? Good old Zuck.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, like he's in quiet, like he's in silence at the minute.
Because he's doing a lot of Facebook stuff.
His net worth is still 70.6 billion US.
That's
Facebook, for God's sake, like what's a fucking social media thing?
Something so simple has generated a lot of money. Just as a point to the audience, this is like now in the region of like live audience question time for myself or my friends. You can type out questions and we'll answer them in due time. If you got any, post them.
Do we have it?
Back to the conversation.
Okay. I was asking, do we have any questions?
No, not as of yet. Actually, I don't think I credited the music at the start. That was Pharaoh, Illuminati, an NCS release. You can find the link in the description below.
You should let me pick the music next time.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
As long as it's not copyrighted, see I can get non-copyrighted music from that channel, and as long as I credit them, they don't claim my video, so
I'll need to see, because copyright's weird. Like,
it's like
what isn't copyrighted is.
Do you remember you got copyrighted before for like?
I've been copyrighted many times
Yeah.
because of accident music.
I've been copyrighted twice.
It's life, boys. It's life.
It's like, yeah, most of my videos are banned in Germany. 'Cause
There's-
it's like,
No one
Yeah.
likes Germans anyway.
nah, it's all the wars they start.
You don't want them to watch your videos, so.
Not really. You don't have any German fans.
Actually I do.
Yeah. Oh well. Guten Abend. Meine Herren.
Guten Abend.
Mm.
So, like, I've got a question for you. Say, because we're sitting speaking about all these millionaires and billionaires.
Yeah.
How do you think you guys would get like $1 billion or $1 million? Like, what would you want to do? How would you want to make it?
Well, I've tried playing the lottery tonight.
Yeah. Do you remember back in college that I think it was me and you, Grant, that we came up with this idea of like water in a can?
Water in a can? Yeah.
Do you remember that, mate? Back when?
Those-
How long
those-
ago was? That's like maybe more than 5 years ago. We came up with that idea, and then now that's all I've seen. It's like water in a can.
Yeah.
So we could be sitting here if he played on that idea. We would have been the first to do it.
Mm.
Beat myself up about that every day.
Instead, we're sitting here talking about billionaires.
Yeah.
Oh dear. It's hard to imagine having $1 billion, to be honest.
See, to be honest, you wouldn't see that money. Like, you wouldn't.
I'd be
You
sat
couldn't-
doing some bank.
Yeah, so it would be like $1 billion. So you'd be worth $1 billion. So you wouldn't have $1 billion. So you would
Yeah,
have you'd have like assets, some cash. Like, you know what I mean? It wouldn't all be cash. It'd be like you'd have.
To
Yeah.
our audience, when we say billionaires, we mean like Mike Bloomberg doesn't have 60 billion in cash and some like underground vault. He's like his net worth is 60 billion.
Yeah.
All his assets are worth 60 billion basically. Like those fucking Wall Street terminals, that's his money.
Yeah, so I think well, how do they do it? They calculate how much your business is worth, don't it? And then how much money you make each day, and like the percentage you take.
Like everybody that's on Wall Street, every business like that runs through Wall Street has to be like a stipend to Bloomberg to use his terminals, and that's where he gets his money from. So I don't know, weird stuff.
Mad.
I don't know. What would you do with $1 billion?
Rape children.
Same.
Fuck's sake, man.
I'm just joking, guys. Just to clarify that, just in case someone comes after me.
Mm.
This is just jokes.
So,
Like, you need to laugh about things like this. You know.
it's either you laugh or you cry. Yeah.
Exactly.
What would you do with $1 billion, Grant?
What would I do with $1 billion? I would move to Japan and never talk to anyone ever again.
So you don't need $1 billion to move to Japan. Like, wait 2 seconds. I've seen this thing. Like, I've been watching this thing. It's about these abandoned buildings in Japan, or not buildings, but like houses out in the countryside.
Oh, I've
And,
seen
peop-
those.
and people buy them for like actual pennies, and it's like full on mansions.
It's like everyone's moved to the city, all these houses,
Yeah.
and
Like, there's someone that's just like went to Japan, went to the middle of nowhere, found a house, done the house up, and they're just living there, like chilling.
Mm.
It's mad. Like,
Grant wants off like an Empire Road, doesn't it, with his $1 billion.
yeah,
Surround himself with Japanese girls
Huh.
to dress up as Godzilla for him.
it's crazy. Like, you can actually, like, if there's also this thing about Chernobyl, like people, so it's illegal to go into like the, what's it called, the thingy zone, what's it called?
The
The
radiation
radiation zone.
Like the zone, so it's like illegal to go in there.
You
for,
can't.
like-
You
Unless
can.
you're there for a very specific reason, you're just not allowed to go there.
Yeah, so there's like this channel on YouTube that walked all the way there, and have just been living in like one of the high-rise flats, just chilling out, man.
Not the best idea.
But like the radiation is pretty low, surprisingly, and they've been drinking out like one of the reservoirs.
The closest you get to like the actual Chernobyl reactor, that's where it starts becoming dangerous.
Yeah, there's
'Cause
been
there's much not-
there's been
But, like-
sightings of animals with more than 4 appendages, foxes with like 2 or 3 tails as well.
It's,
That's so
some of
so
the
sorry.
mutations are pretty mental.
Earth is Fallout, isn't it?
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Earth with 2 heads walking about.
Mm.
Welcome to the Fallout podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I would say Donald Trump starts a nuclear war, and we get like the horrible Fallout universe in real life. He
That'd be
just decided
insane.
China for the hell of it. No, he thinks like if he nukes China, the coronavirus will just go away.
Well, I mean, you know that is a good point.
How was it the coronavirus got thingy that was to do with like?
Something to do with that soup, I believe.
Yeah, I heard about that, like bat soup and all this.
Went to know a funny story about the bat soup.
Batman.
It's to do with my namesake. Because of like Mao's like famines basically during the 50s, people were forced to eat like whatever they could get hold of, and one of those things are bats. And he used to make like soup out of it. So yeah.
I get like that kind of thing's like a culture thing.
Yeah, it's a weirdly specific Chinese thing.
It's just fucked up. Like just eat normal food.
Mo,
Yes.
do you know what they call bats? Chicken in
Well,
the cave.
Before
Hilarious. Yeah, man. I
Absolutely.
wonder how it got its name. Coronavirus. Like that must have. I was. When was it? Like an hour ago, I read about like how the brand, like the beer brand Corona, have lost like
130
yeah, so like
million.
150 million.
yeah,
Because
like
the dipshits think that it's like the two are connected.
yeah, like people are refusing to drink coronavirus, like Corona.
Of course, people would refuse to drink coronavirus.
Yeah, like people are like refuse to drink Corona. It's like why would you?
That's the thing, though. Like people are just so fucking stupid that they can't put 2 and 2 together.
It just shows you how stupid the human race actually is.
It shows you how stupid some individuals are. You know, not all of us.
Most of the human race are like insuperior. Like some people are just a waste of flesh.
Here we go for the black pill stuff again.
I've met more than a few people like that, but I think we've gotten a bit off topic, and the hour.
So we talking about billionaires for God's sake.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the hour has ended now, and I do need to close this off. So
We don't have any questions.
no, we don't have any questions, unfortunately.
Somebody ask a question for God's sake.
Can't force people to ask questions.
Well, I politely asked someone to ask a question.
I'll wait a minute for it and see if it happens. No guarantees.
You know what I would do if I had $1 billion?
What?
I would start like a Diamond Dogs thing from Metal Gear Solid, like buy an oil rig in the middle of nowhere and have like a private mercenary company like fuck with people I don't like. There's like cool pranks on like Jeff Bezos and stuff.
Yeah.
So, uh,
Can I actually go on a topic like this is like a personal experience that I had like a couple of days ago
Okay.
that made me feel like really insuperior and like helpless. So a few days ago, used to know about this, a few days ago, I got arrested for something I'd never done. And I was actually made to take off like my shoes, my socks, my clothes, so they could check every single crevice in my body. Like, and like I asked him, like he's can laugh all he's won, but like I really don't like how the government have like brought in these things to treat everyone the same. When like me personally haven't done this thing that is said to I have done, and like I walked in, and as soon as I walked in, boom, in handcuffs, made to take off my shoes, made to take off every single clothing in my body in front of these people, made to feel like really insuperior, and then proceeded to go into the interview room and get interrogated for no reason. And so
Did they just do that to like fuck with you, or
yeah, like so I was like, it's just madness, mate. Like, why do this to someone?
Wait.
That
Did the police do this to you?
yes, so they searched me. They actually full on searched me. I'm like, and I was kicking about in my socks, like I wasn't allowed my shoes back. And used to know I wear glasses,
Yeah.
and I need to wear these glasses to see, and I wasn't allowed my glasses for the full, like I can't remember. It was like a couple of hours I was in the station. I wasn't allowed my glasses in case I killed myself with them.
unless you put an X on yourself?
Like legit, like, and there was like no, like I never gave any indication that was going to kill myself.
Mm.
But fuck the police.
Yes,
And
that's something we need to talk about. Like the police are complicit in all this Epstein stuff.
Yeah, like they're fully going.
we will
It's-
talk about that another time. But for now, the hour has ended.
Do we have any questions?
No, we do not, unfortunately.
Oh, screw you all then.
He doesn't mean that. He's just cranky. But anyway, Mao, thank you for being on the show.
It's a pleasure as always.
Paul, yourself, thanks for being on the show.
Thank
What are
you,
we talking
guys.
about next time?
What we'll be talking about next time. Well, for the interview next week, we've got the president of Ethiopia on, one Gabriel Young.
Are we going to be there for that? Yeah.
No. We only do
no,
that.
you're not going to be there for that. That's like
I was
a.
going to say.
So I do that. I do this on and off. So like this week is conspiracy. Next week is micronational interview. Week after that.
What are we specifically talking about?
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to decide that because we haven't decided it yet.
I want to talk about Trump and Clinton.
Trump and Clinton. Well, join us in 2 weeks when we talk about Trump and Clinton.
Yes.
Thanks very much everyone for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Again, thanks to Mao and Paul for being here. It's been great. I will see you all next week with the president of Ethiopia.